Good evening to the fellow whiskey lovers. Today I'll be reviewing one of my favorite Indian whiskey brands, Paul John Brilliance. For the past few years I've been drinking Paul John Bold quite regularly, and I must say I'm a big fan. Why do I like Paul John Bold so much? The kind of peat kick that Paul John Bold has, no other whiskey in India, and I dare say in the world, has that kind of peat kick. If Paul John Bold is one of the best peaty whiskies in the world, then Paul John Brilliance is diametrically opposite. Let me get into the review of it by pouring myself a small. Thanks to this nutcase whiskey glass, now I can measure while I pour. Here you can just see that I poured myself a 30 and it's beautiful. So getting back to the whiskey, Paul John Brilliance, this is my first time I'm trying Paul John Brilliance. I was so enamored by Paul John Bold that I really didn't wish to try anything else. However, what happens is when you're having too much of peat and smoke continuously, sometimes your palate just does not feel the same kind of response. So there is a need for palate cleansing. That's why I thought it'll be a good idea for me to mix my whiskeys a little. That's where I picked up Paul John Brilliance, and I'll get into the review of it now. I won't pretend to smell it through my nose, tell you what the notes are and tell you what flavors I'm getting. I don't think that matters. I don't think that's the way most of the people drink. Most of the people pick the glass up and they start drinking. And I can tell you one thing for sure, as the name goes, this is quite brilliant. Why is it brilliant? The notes are extremely soft. The whiskey is so smooth that it goes down your throat like honey. The taste is a bit orangey, bit chocolatey, yet there's a hint of spice somewhere hidden that gives you a kick at the end. It's a whiskey that you can have almost every day of the week. Not that I suggest you to have whiskey every day of the week, but it's so easy on your palate that it's a perfect palate cleanser. I can't resist having more. It's so nice. So as far as the whiskey rating goes, I would easily give it 8.5 out of 10. This by far is one of the best Indian whiskies, and without hesitation, if you're a whiskey lover, you can pick it up. That's it from me tonight. I'm gonna enjoy this brilliant whiskey, and I hope you also do someday very soon in the future. Good night, whiskey lovers.